You wanna know what she said, she might just change your life.
Because of course if you're dating someone with kids, you know that you're going to have a different type of relationship. You know that you're not going to have every weekend free. You know that, eventually you're going to have a kid in your life, and if you're, once the relationship starts progressing, it's instant family, right? So it's family in a box, as I like to call it, right? You've got the family hole right there. So I mean, it can work, of course, but you just have to, I would just tread a little bit lightly, because you're not going to be sure what his feelings are going to be on that right from the beginning. You might say, okay, I'm fine with it, but is he really? So just take it a little bit slower, and I suggest taking things slow from the beginning anyway, and not letting things progress too quickly, because you can then give the relationship a much better chance of succeeding before you get too intimately involved or emotionally involved.
Now, in your opinion, at what point would, now you're not in the situation of having to go out and find someone now,
Right.
but if you were and you were dating, you met a woman that you really cared for and she had young children, at what point would you expect to be introduced to the children, and in what way?
It's a very good question. I think that once you, and you have to be careful that you're not introducing anyone to kids too quickly, because you don't want the kids to get attached to somebody if it's not something that's going to work
And
out.
I'm thinking you don't want to demonstrate a rotating door, because this is what you're modeling for the upcoming generation.
Exactly, and it's not fair to the kids. It's not fair to the kids if you're, they probably don't like the guy at first, and then then he starts to grow on them, then they start to love him, and then he's out the door, then the new guy comes in, and the process continues. So how much are you going to repeat that process, right? So I think that once you feel relatively confident that the relationship is progressing, of course, once you have established that there is in fact a relationship and you're not just dating, because some guys will continue to date you forever if you let them without committing. I was that guy for years. I dated a girl once for 2.5 years without committing to her, and even a friend of my girlfriend's, she's dating a guy now for 8 months, and doesn't know if he's her boyfriend or not.
Wow.
Which I'll tell you right now, that means he's not.
Yeah.
Click the channel subscribe button for full-length interviews and more from What She Said here on YouTube.